All right, now let's shift our attention to what is happening in India, where India's state of Gujarat witnessed a tragedy which somehow doesn't come as too much of a shock to the people. They say the collapse of this 40-year-old Gambhira bridge was a disaster that was waiting to happen despite several alarm bells that had been rung before. Remember, several vehicles, including trucks, fell into the Mahisagar river after the Gambhira bridge connecting Gujarat's Vadodara and Anand districts suddenly gave way during peak traffic hours. Now, eyewitnesses say that the chilling incident happened when a span of the bridge collapsed and vehicles crossing this bridge fell straight into the river. They further said that the vehicles fell into the river, imitating some kind of a domino effect, one after the other. The rescue teams are currently tackling 3-meter mud in hopes of finding 7 more people that still are said to be missing. The death toll has now risen to over 17 and 2 more vehicles are believed to be submerged in the Mahisagar waters. With every passing hour, the question of administrative negligence is growing louder. Now, the Bhupendra Patel-led BJP government in Gujarat has ordered for an investigation into the factors that could have resulted in the collapse of this bridge. The Indian Prime Minister said that the tragedy is deeply saddening and has now announced a compensation of over $2,000 for the next of kin of the deceased. The opposition parties have also mocked the Gujarat model and have said that corruption and decay are behind the bridge's collapse. The bridge that was built in 1985 showed warning signs of decline. 3 years ago, officials from Gujarat's Roads and Building Department were alerted in a letter about the unusual vibrations that were being felt on the Mujpur Gambhira bridge. And after the alert, state government approved the construction of a new bridge. A survey was conducted and plans to build a new bridge were afoot. The Gambhira bridge was repaired and then kept open to the traffic, but the local residents kept complaining the bridge shook very dangerously when vehicles crossed it. The tragedy marks the 7th such incident and is only the tip of the iceberg in Gujarat's history of bridges that have fallen apart. Now, the most chilling incident took place in 2023 when suspension bridge that was built in 1887 over the Machu river in Morbi collapsed 4 days after it was reopened. Over 3,000 tickets were sold on its opening day and around 350 people were on the bridge when it suddenly collapsed. At least 135 people were killed. And just days later, a criminal case was registered against Oriva Group that had the operation and maintenance contract for the bridge. Now, all 10 accused are now out of prison on bail. The WION's correspondent Disha Shah has been tracking this story very closely and has sent us this report. Listen in.
The death toll in the Vadodara bridge collapse incident has increased to 15, and according to the local authorities, there are more people missing since the incident took place, and round the clock the rescue operations are still ongoing with the NDRF, police, the local authorities doing the rescue operations. The forensic teams have been there at the spot to examine the structural site, and also as far as the police simultaneously they are collecting information from the eyewitnesses. They are also taking statements from the victims' family members as well. The poor quality of construction and how, considering it was a 43-year-old bridge, it was already in a deteriorating condition. The activists and local people had already warned repeatedly to the government to improve the condition, but no heed was paid, is what the activists claim. And that is why now an inquiry has been set up to investigate the cause of the collapse, specifically in the Vadodara bridge incident. This is Isha Shah reporting here for WION from Mumbai.